Yes, I'm doing a different setup. I am at work, and let's just talk about the things. I'm so sorry that I did not get to come on and do the video yesterday. Yesterday I was doing a little bit of running around. I got my nails done, got my toes done, a little self-care, y'all. Self-care is good for everyone, but let's talk about 90 Day Fiancé. So I want to start with Shida and Bilal. And, Bilal have his kids on the weekend. Whoa, 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 we know that. So what I do like the fact that she is showing interest into his kids and she wants the kids to really like her, which is a good thing. But she may be coming across a little bit pushy, and Bilal's daughter is just like him because her facial expressions slay me. When I tell you slay me. So, Shida was like, there's something I've been getting, that's been on my mind since I came here. She wanted the children and them to call her Umi. Now, growing up, Umi means mom. So my cousins, they were Muslim growing up, and I call my auntie Umi because they call their mama Umi. You know what I'm saying? It's just a sign of respect, but that's my auntie. We are blood. You don't know these children from whence they cometh, and you want them to call you Umi as a sign of respect, which I understand the culture because, growing up Caribbean or just growing up with people who have respect. If you had aunties and uncles, or if your mom and them had friends and they wasn't your blood, but you know them, you can say auntie, uncle. You know how much auntie and uncle I have? Plenty. I have a lot of extended family, plenty. Okay, or Mr. and Mrs. I just feel like it's a sign of respect. I don't think that they should call her by her first name, but they can come up with a different name. That doesn't have to be Umi. That doesn't spell to be mother because they already have their mother, and the child was just looking at her like, it was an awkward silence. For the outside looking in, it was awkward. But I did like the fact that she was over here teaching her to do the chicken. But then she over here like, you have to wash the chicken like your lady pots. And put, and boom. And she was just looking like, what the fuck? And you smell that smell? You have to put the lime on it. And they call it fresh. Oh. I was like, oh, give her all the Trini slang, please. I am here for the Trini slang. Pick up my Trini sister because she have to deal with this OCD type of man, and I don't understand how she deal with it. But if she like it, I love it. Plain and simple. Now let's move on to Thais and John. Thais. Now I thought that Thais was crazy and she was just only like, oh, John and being jealous, but clearly he gave her a reason because he was dating her and then kissed this other girl and she found out and she finding the messages, and that's how come she be over here on him like this. And I'm like, okay, I understand. Yes, he messed up. Yes, he messed up. But once the trust is lost, it's lost. And it's hard to get back. Clearly. And he over here talking about, you are the one for me. And that's why I feel like he's overdoing things to make sure that she knows that she's on top. But she need to calm down. Because if you did not trust the man, why go back with him and why move to America? And you don't want to deal with the brother. The brother have a whole party with all these girls in there and they out here. I was like, or you go upstairs now, or you have a room. Awkward. Let's go to Jabri, Miona, and Davi. Now, first of all, the last episode ended when, Jabri had their little bap to your friend. Like, that's what you're not going to do. And then they had a big fight. But the funniest part of the damn fight was the black girl and the space fucking cadet trying to break up this fight or squirrel between Jabri and Miona. I mean, not Miona. Jabri and David. I was like, the space cadet could barely move because he had the damn guitar and he have the head thing. I said, wait, Papa. Nah. But what I would say is I like the fact that they did do a little squabble. They got over it. They made the song. And then they went and had liquor and a shot and talk about it. But I do feel that Jabri is definitely lashing out onto other people when he needs to put that energy into Miona and telling her like, yo, I don't got it like that. Like, you think that we about to be over here with the lifestyles of the rich and famous, but baby, I'm pre-rich. I'm pre-status. You know, we're not touring, we're not doing all those things that we used to do. I think that she needs to have understanding, and they're young. Why don't you stay with the parents, do what you need to do, cover up your little tumbles, and let him build the life that he want to give to you because he has a talent, he has a backing, he knows what he's doing. He's gonna tour. You know that, so let him build back what COVID took away, because COVID took away a lot of things from people. I don't think you understand that, but you know, to each their own in this relationship, because the Guillermo does not understand that it takes money to have a wedding, and he went this big lavish thing, and his woman like, look, where $10,000 just to have a wedding there, and you gotta get your caterers. Weddings are very expensive. Very, 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 very expensive. Paying probably like $50, $75 per plate for 100 people to come and eat, drink, and have a good time. And let me tell you something. I want a bashment. When I get married, give me a tent. I'ma have auntie so and so, uncle so and so. They go cook the food. We gonna have abundance of liquor, and we just gonna vibe. The only thing I want a nice little wedding ceremony, and then we go to the tent and party, hatty, wanty, hey, yeah. I would have did a little, hey, yeah, for your birthday. That's what I want. But I don't think that Guillermo understands that. I think that he's like, oh yeah, we get married and I want to, celebrate my wedding. But it takes money. That's money that you don't have, because when you come up here in the K1 visa, you are not working. Your spouse or your future spouse is taking the responsibility of taking care of you. So we in a whole mess, y'all. Muhammad and Eve, I can't Muhammad, the way how he talk, it annoys me. So every time he talks to her and shit, he be like, you already know that was a Muslim man and this ain't gonna work out. I'm like, they might as well just say, listen, I was physically attracted to you, but we are not equally yoked. I've been there before. My Muhammad wanted me to convert, and I was like, I'm not doing it. And I had to break up with my Muhammad, and oh my God, my heart. I had a whole cry session. My cousin was visiting from Trinidad, and she just sat there while I cried. Eve gonna be okay. She cute. She attractive. She gonna find somebody else. Because he's not changing, and he's gonna be sticking to his guns, and he wants her to be an Arabic woman. And I don't know if they had that conversation in depth when they were dating before, because clearly he has his version, she have her version, and we don't know what is the truth, because the truth must be in the middle. Yeah, boy, but 90 Day Fiancé, these couples need to start planning their weddings and stuff. Oh, Emily and Kobe. Let me tell you something. Emily dad, he have all right to be scared of Emily dad, because you know what? The dad is with the shits, but not with the shits. He was like, so what happened? What's your plan? Like, yeah, but how cool we gonna be like, oh, I want to work for your company. That's my company, sir. Mine. Just because you're marrying my daughter doesn't mean I'm gonna give you a way in. So when you wanna come in and learn the company to take over what? Take over what? If you don't humble yourself, you over there cussing the girl in front of people, all type of different things and showing your anger. Them things they watching, so what happened to you? Eh? They gonna send your ass back to fucking Cameroon, and you gonna miss your son. Oh, my son, my son, my son. I did like the fact that she took him horseback riding. And I want to go horseback riding too. I'm gonna put all this bum bum on the horse. Alright, y'all. And that's our recap of a 90 Day Fiancé episode. Oh my God. I can't wait to see if all these couples get married. because you know what, if they do, I'll be very surprised. All right, bye, y'all.